What's going on, Uriel Collective? Let's see what you're supposed to know right now. I am not quite sure. I have been told to do 3 collective readings. We've already done 1 for the Metatron. Now we're doing Uriel. And I'm not sure yet who's supposed to be the 3rd, going with the flow. But there's something you should know. Some forward movement with your person. There's definitely been a timeline shift within this dynamic. This person's done some growth. Okay. You're very confused about the guidance that Spirit's been sending you on this person. One day you feel like they're telling you you have to leave them in the past and completely move forward. And then the next day, you're like, am I supposed to be nurturing and compassionate and allow them to come back in? So we're going to help you get that forward movement guidance from Spirit on what you're supposed to do with this situation, if you will. All right, let's see. So this is what we have to start with, the Divine Feminine of the Uriel Collective. Let's see what's going on with them. Okay, so Knight of Coins, up hand, that's a new job or new opportunity with compelling news. 10 of Cups, up hand, community, harmony, stability. The 9 of Wands in reverse, being caught by surprise, unwilling to stand up. Ace of Wands in reverse, needing to follow through on commitments. 2 of Wands, not enough information known to proceed. 9 of Swords, having people in your life that cause you problems. And the 4 of Swords in reverse, that's time to come out of the darkness. All right, so this is what's going on with the Divine Feminine of this situation. So they definitely have now a new job, or where they're making more money. Whatever they have done, this is something they are not very. It doesn't fill the passion of their life, this job, this endeavor, but it's what they needed to do at the current moment to make stability and to make harmony within their home dynamic. Yeah, they were put very much in a corner. Like, I almost feel like this job was presented to them by a family member. It was like, here, you say you can't get a job. Well, here's an interview here, blah, blah, blah. And it's not the most idealistic of situations for them. But they're doing what they had to do. And at this current moment, they're feeling they're feeling stability. They're not feeling passionate stability, but they're feeling life stability. You see, they're starting to think about truly the distance between you two, how they've had the personal growth to reflect and see how they've done it, in a sense, to themselves. The masculine pulling away. See, with the needing to follow through on commitments with that Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? They made, when you were together, because you were in a committed relationship and you broke up, there was more commitments that were made that would never, there was things that they promised and did not follow through with at all. With that 2 of Wands and not enough information to know how to forward proceed, they are extremely caught off. Also, the Ace of Wands is also definitely tied into, they're a little upset with you because you've gone back and forth. Exactly, yes, you've gone back and forth in and out from talking to this Divine Feminine. One day you've decided you've been following the guidance of Spirit, and one day Spirit's telling you, okay, yeah, they're gonna be part of your timeline, and the next day Spirit's like, nope, no. A lot of it has to do with the back and forth of this person's growth. Okay, there's a reflecting situation going on between your dynamic of each other. They don't know what to do. Like they would have this hope, like they felt like, oh, maybe there was this clarity that there was something blossoming again between you two. And then when you would not follow through and not message them also, it would throw them completely off. And they don't know how to proceed forward with that 2 of Wands, not knowing enough information. Because that 9 of Swords, even though they have harmony and stability and everything, like, in the home dynamic right now, what I sense is that internally they feel like they've destroyed themselves to have this. And you were like one of the only people they can fully be themselves with. That's one thing they do know. They might not know anything else, but they do know they were able to be completely themselves with you. And at one point, you would have, if your life, you would have given them the world, but it's not that way anymore. You see, with that Four of Swords in reverse, time to come out of the darkness, they want to express, they want to definitely tell you so much more. They want an end to, they want to show you that they won't do this again. This dynamic, they're now connecting the Nine of the Swords, the endings to the Ace of Wands in reverse. They want to make this up hand, showing you that they'll follow through on what they say they're going to do, that they're actually doing the growth, that they don't want to live in that timeline anymore. This person wants to come out of the darkness and bring this news to the Divine Masculine. But again, the Divine Masculine is pulling back. It's been guided. The Divine Masculine... Let's see what's going on with that. So they want me to start with the masculine energy of the situation. Okay. All right. So this is the Divine Masculine and how they're owning their willpower with the feminine. And this is how the feminine is going to be owning their willpower with the Divine Masculine. All right, let's start with the feminine. How the feminine's owning their willpower when it comes to the Divine Masculine. Yeah, so the first thing they're expressing to me is, I can't be with you. That's what they feel is going on in the outside world right now. Like they've lost their chance with you. What they're feeling inwards is I find you so attractive. Do I still have a chance? And you were the best thing in my life. So they're reflecting definitely backwards on how much you used to own your divine feminine with them. The nurture, compassion, sympathy within you. And now you really own mostly your divine masculine. With the touch of your divine feminine with them. They sense that you send the vibes of that you guys can't be together. They find you insanely, not only just physically attractive, but mentally. They wonder if they still have a chance with you. And they really, really are in a nostalgic state of mind about you. How does the Divine Masculine, how's the Divine Masculine honoring their willpower when it comes to the feminine? So these are things that all the Divine Masculine has expressed already to the Divine Feminine and is still honoring. You inspired me. You broke my heart. Your intellect arouses me. And I watch your social media. Yeah. So that Divine Masculine is still grateful that they have been together. Is grateful for the spiritual lesson and the inspiration and the personal growth they received from this feminine. They have expressed to the feminine that whatever truth, whatever was brought to their attention towards the end of your relationship really did hurt them, but it also inspired them to love themselves even more, to get through this heartbreak. This person, the masculine was extremely, and still is extremely attracted to this person's mind, to the feminine's mind. And from time to time, the masculine does check up on the person's pages to see what's going on, to see if they are improving, or upgrading is the better word to put it. This Divine Masculine still cares and thinks and wants to know what's going on with the feminine. But they have to own a lot of the willpower to hold back because they know now when somebody's deserving of that energy. They can't just give it to somebody. They have to see that people, they have basically done enough personal growth to realize that they are deserving of people showing them that they deserve to be in their life. So, this is how the divine masculine is going to be honoring their sympathy with the divine feminine of this situation furthering on. And this is how the divine feminine will be honoring their sympathy with the divine masculine furthering on. Starting with divine feminine honoring sympathy of masculine. I remember every detail of that day. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I'm so attracted to you. So we received that I'm so attracted to you twice. When it came to the divine feminine, they're still extremely, so their willpower, they're attracted to your willpower of this situation. They're also attracted to your nurture and to your mind and to your actual physical body. They see that you are upgrading. They see that you're improving and taking care of yourself. They remember every single detail of the last day that you spent together, and they knew they self-sabotaged with you. They realized that now. And they knew they almost knew that it was going to be kind of knew it would be the last time that they saw you. The last encounter you were together in physical. But they're extremely, extremely attracted to this masculine. So, I feel basically furthering on this feminine is deciding to still just see which way the masculine makes a decision. They're really just waiting. The divine feminine of the Uriel collective is waiting for the masculine to make a decision. So what's the masculine to do with their sympathy furthering on for this feminine? Yeah. So I want to tell you how I feel. It was my fault, but I blamed you. And I am not available. So this divine masculine at the current moment is still being guided from spirit that it is not time. It's not time to bring clarity. It's not time yet to make a decision when it comes to this feminine, because they both still have room to grow. The masculine, honestly, what I see from this with it was my fault, but I blamed you. The masculine continuously the masculine has continuously decided to take a blame for things that they really didn't need to take the blame for. And the masculine's almost like, I kept doing habits with them that I did with others. I set it up to happen. They overgave. This masculine, again, overgave to this person. Like, they can't blame the feminine for taking advantage, because the masculine's like, I let it happen to myself. The masculine doesn't know if they could really ever trust this feminine. If this feminine, even though they're so attracted to their mind and who they are, if this feminine is in the same frequency, if this feminine wouldn't go again and close up and one day bring a whole different person and decide that they don't want this person, this masculine. Though I'm not available, Spirit's sending them all the signs that it's not time to contact this feminine. That with the current state of energy, the compelled forward movement is to separate ways, but still love each other from afar. They're both still attracted to each other. This masculine wants to tell this feminine how they feel, and I sense that the masculine has, but it's just, there's been no change. They need to grow apart. That's what I got when it comes to this Uriel collective right now. Alrighty, y'all. Let's get it.